Oh, there we are. Hello, how are you guys? How are you guys? I've missed you. I know. I'm sorry. I haven't been doing as many lives lately. We have so much stuff that I have been putting together for you guys. So I'll tell you a little bit more details about that tonight. But tonight we are going to do the unboxing for what month are we in? September. For September's Bling Box, I'm going to show you guys the project that was in the box, all of the beautiful rhinestone colors. This month is the project is kind of similar, but it's a little bit different as far as like application and technique and all of that stuff. So I promise we're going to do more tutorials this month. I've literally been doing so much stuff. um, and let's see. So next month, the Bling Box will be our normal Bling Box, but November's Bling Box is a box you guys are not going to want to miss. If you are a current subscriber, be on the lookout for an email probably within the next 3 weeks that I will give you guys more details about how that's going to work. It's going to be a little bit different. The pricing is going to be a little bit different. It is going to be a much larger box than what you guys are used to seeing now. Um, I think we have, well, let me just not get ahead of myself, right? So if you're joining us tonight, we're doing unboxing for our September Bling Box. I'm going to show you guys all of the projects that are in the box, all of the rhinestone colors. If you are new to our Bling Boxes, every month I put together a themed project with themed colored rhinestones that all coordinate with it. And there is a couple different options, right? So we have our normal Bling Box, which you get 5 to 6 packs of rhinestones, plus a project, plus a pattern. And then we also have our mix of the month, which generally there is at least 2 custom mixes, and it can be a mix that we've already had, or most times it is a mix that is new. And if you are a subscriber, you get those mixes before anybody else. So you get the 2 mixes. It can be one of the same mix or 2 different mixes, and then a solid color in a single size, and then a solid color mix. And then there is a small project in that, which I do have to make an announcement about that too. So beginning in January, the mix of the months are going to change a little bit. The small project that is in there is going to be going away. That is, there's a couple things going on with that. So I usually end up with like when I order, I have to order, it's the whole like what is it? You get a pack of hot dog buns in a pack of 8, and then the hot dogs come in a pack of 10, right? So I will end up with projects where I have to order like, 50 of this and 40 of that. So then I'll end up with 10 extra of those projects. And then I try to put them on the website. But then I usually ends up with like, 2s and 3s of this, and I have a lot of that stuff. So I need to, one, prevent that because it takes up a lot of space on my shelf that I could be adding new rhinestone colors for you guys. And 2, the cost of everything is going up, and I've been trying not to raise prices on rhinestones. And I'm still contemplating that. Just know that there will be an increase coming in when did I start? In 2019. I have never raised my prices. And unfortunately, with the state of everything that is going on, all of the tariffs, all of that stuff, I have been absorbing any of the tariff costs at this point. But I will have to be doing a pricing adjustment at some point. I'm just not exactly sure when that's going to be. So it might happen before the end of the year, but for sure it will happen in January. And with the January box, that is when the small project and the mix of the month packs are going to be going away. So there's that. And then the other part of that is you can get what we call our combo box, where you can combine the bling box and the mix of the month. Right off the bat, combining both of them saves you $10. And I give you guys a $10 gift card that you can use on your next purchase. There's no restrictions on that. You just have 60 days to use that. So it's literally like you save $10 and I give you $10 cash back that you can use on another purchase. So the value of the combo boxes every month is anywhere from like 110 to like sometimes $130 a month. And those boxes are $81 plus $8 shipping. So you are saving like 35% or more some months. So if you want fun projects to do, everything's put together for you. A different combination of fun themed projects, the combo box is the way to go. Saves you a ton of money. You get lots of stuff to do, and all of that stuff. So I see some familiar faces. How are you guys? If you're joining, say hi. Let me know you are here. I see Miss Melissa's here. Lisa, how are you from Massachusetts? Julia from Pennsylvania is here. I'm trying to figure out too. I have these like fancy little features that I can use in my lives and I never use them. So let's see. Happy Girl 9088 is here. Hello, Diane M. Sorry you are late. You're not too late. You just joined us right in the beginning. Miss Lynette is here. How are you, honey? Tiffany is here as well. So, did I get all of that off? Okay, I think I got it. And Melissa says she is from Wisconsin. No worries. So I'm actually from Illinois. I am from a tiny little town in between like the DeKalb, Rockford area. It is called Genoa, which most people don't know where that is unless you're from kind of like that area or Wisconsin. It's like maybe a half hour from the Wisconsin border. So we would like, I don't know if y'all played the Powerball recently, but congrats to whoever won. So in Illinois, they didn't have the Powerball, so we would always drive to Wisconsin right over the border to like Beloit and get to get our Powerball tickets. So that is funny. And if you're in our Facebook group, we will have our giveaway for this month's mix pack. And I've been doing that the last couple months, which that has been fun. So to enter to win our mix pack, usually either the day before or a couple days before we are going to be doing our unboxing, I post a question in our Facebook group, and it is a simple question about, do you like X, Y, or Z? This week it was, what kind of like fried snacky food do you like? Did you like French fries, onion rings, or cheese curds? Which, if you're from Wisconsin, you know what some good cheese curds are. So all you had to do was answer that question in the Facebook group, and then I put everyone who answered, I put their name into a drawing, and then I will pick a winner. You do need to be present to win, and it is only open to U.S. residents. If you are from Canada or the Virgin Islands, unfortunately, shipping costs to those locations is kind of out of the budget for the giveaways. So I do apologize, but right now it is only open to US residents. So Melissa says she's a fry girl. I'm a fry girl with some cheese. This girl loves some cheese. Like, I'm addicted to cheese. My favorite food is cheese. So like mac and cheese, cheese curds, rice and cheese, broccoli and cheese, potato and cheese, literally anything with cheese, and I love it. Chili and cheese, like everything has to have cheese, shredded cheese, pizza, all of that stuff. So that is me. If you want to weigh to my heart or my stomach, just give this girl a block of cheese and I'll be good to go. Promise. So anyway, again, if you're new, we are going to be opening our bling boxes for the month of September. Then I will tell you guys a little bit more about next month's box is going to be our normal box. And then our box for November is going to be like extra special. It's like super awesome. I think we have seven, was it seven? There might be eight. There's at least seven different brands that are collabing on the November box. And over once, I don't want to like confuse a lot of people on like, because we still have one more box. So as we get through to the next box, I'm going to be putting out like more info, and then I will be revealing the brands that we are collaborating with. I'm not going to tell you guys the projects that are going to be in there. It is going to be a surprise. We will have a ton of tutorials. A ton of tutorials as we go through that one and do the unboxing. Some of the brands are going to be joining us on the tutorial, going over kind of like the products that they included, kind of like why they picked that stuff, doing the project with us. Some of the brands have never rhinestone stuff before, so that is going to be super fun, teaching them how to rhinestone. They're going to be teaching us some stuff, so it is like I'm super excited about it. If you're a current subscriber, though, it is going to be a little bit different. It is a larger box than what we normally have. The price is going to be a little bit higher than what it is. But if you are a current subscriber, you guys, I'm going to email you first. You will be a part of, if you don't have to participate. If you want to participate, you will be eligible to participate for the early bird pricing that will be available before it's put out to the general public and all of that stuff. So if you're a current subscriber, I want to be able to reward you guys for being, loyal members and getting the boxes every month. So you guys will have first dibs. You guys will get the biggest discounts that I'm able to offer on them. And it's going to be super, super exciting. So I promise you, it is the box of the season, the box of the year. Like it's so awesome. All right, but let's go ahead and get into what is in this month's box. And you might be surprised that I actually did this month's project before it got shipped out to you guys. I cannot tell you how many months. It is always my goal to have the project done before it goes out to you guys. And I will either get it like half started, or I'll start it with you guys on the live and then I never get it finished. Like the pencil tumblers from last month, I'm literally looking at it right now. It's like maybe a quarter of the way done. So I kind of just set that one to the side. I will eventually get it done, but I do have this month's project done. Like it is it's done, guys, and I'll show you. So all right, let's go ahead and go over to just this camera and let's get into it. But Lisa says she's never heard of cheese curds. So where are you from, Lisa? Like what you don't have to, specifics. You could tell me like what state, but I think from what I'm learning, like I thought everybody knew about cheese curds. I think it's kind of like a geographical thing. So like I said, I grew up in Illinois, really close to Wisconsin, and Wisconsin is like land of the cheese country, the cows and everything. So there was like a restaurant chain called Culver's there, and we eventually got one here in Florida. And when it came here, the whole cheese curd things, like a lot of people in Florida had no idea what they were. So when it came, like I was like most excited about, like, oh my God, I could get good cheese curds now. Because they're based out of Wisconsin, like that's where they started. Um, but yeah, I think it's like a geographic thing. I know when we would go to Iowa, there was like Amish people there, and we would always make sure that we would stay, or not stay, that we would stop at the little Amish stand. Because they made like their own cheese there, and if you want some really good cheese, like go get the Amish cheese. Let me tell you guys. So they have like the best cheese curds ever. And you know that they're good cheese curds if when you're chewing the cheese, and somebody like back me up on this, right? If you're chewing the cheese and it makes your teeth squeak, like when you're chewing it, you know that that's good cheese. If you get the squeak when you're chewing it, that's like the best cheese. So like if you've never had cheese that squeaks when you eat it, you haven't had good cheese yet. So funny story there. Yeah, Melissa says squeaky. It's squeaky. But okay, all right. Let's go ahead and do just this one. So yeah, so if you have any questions as we are going through this, feel free to post them and I will answer them as we go. I am trying out kind of like a different camera angle today. So if this isn't working for you guys or you don't like it, you like more of the overhead angle, just let me know and you know I can move it back to that. But I think this will be a little bit easier. You guys will be able to see what I'm doing better. And I won't have to like zoom in as much, and the camera doesn't like try to focus as much. So, all right. Ooh. So what I took out was I'll show you a different one because it has the code on it. Every month I include, like I said, the $10 gift card in the combo box. So every month, if you get the combo box, you get a $10 gift card to use on a future purchase. You have 60 days from, I try to make it so that it's about 60 days from the day that you receive the box, not the day that I ship out the box. So this month's will expire November 9th. So that is what that looks like. Then I include our postcard that tells you the date that we are going to be having our unboxing and the time. And then I include kind of like a summary of what is in there. We're going to kind of hold that off to the side so I can show you guys. Then every month you get a pattern or an SVG. So this month the pattern is a honeycomb and scatter fill. This is the first month that I've done something like this where we did the honeycomb and the scatter in the same, like we've done other stuff, but hopefully with the decal, this kind of like makes sense and I'll kind of show you like as we go through it. But this pattern fill is a little bit more advanced than what we've had in like past boxes. Normally we have like a regular honeycomb fill, or we've done some like dual honeycomb or premium grid fills. So I'm trying to mix it up for you guys. Like I want to give you guys like different stuff so that we're not doing the same things over and over, and have a little bit of like a little bit of variety, hopefully teaching you guys new techniques, new skills, all of that stuff. So this is the pattern that is in for this month's box. This is not loaded into your account for you to download yet. Every month I do add it to your account. When you log in, you will be able to download the pattern. Like in case you want to mark this up or you lose it, you want to make it again. It will be available for a download in your account on our website online. So there's that. But it will tell you what size tumbler to use, the colors that are in there, the sizes, how many you're going to need of that. And this was like kind of hard to do. Hopefully it makes sense enough, but I'll go over that with you guys so you can watch the video back if you need to. All right. So then our project is a 14-ounce tumbler from Maker Flow. Hello, Special Crafts and More. Thank you for joining us. So this is the 14-ounce tumbler from Makerflow. I love their stuff because not only do they include like a little care card in it to tell you how to care for your tumblers, they have the clear lids, there's the straw, but if you're somebody who makes your projects and you sell them, their packaging has no like branding on it. So you could put your own stickers on here. Like if you have your own like rhinestone company or you do customs, you can put your own stickers on here. You don't have to worry about somebody else's brand like blasted all over the box. The clear windows so that you can see like your finished product when it's in there. You know, that's just a couple things that I love about their stuff, in addition to it being like high quality products. Okay, so that is the project. And then the rhinestones that are in there. So there is a pack of the custom mix neon moon. This one has different colored neons in there. I think there's 3 different colors in there. And then a custom mix of black diamond. Sorry if the camera is like focusing. And then a pack of SS16 in neon white. A multi-pack in neon white, as well as a decal. So I will show you how to put this decal on, what you need to do to prep it, and all of these rhinestones you are going to use to create this pattern. So the top part is going to be the SS16 neons. The bottom part is going to be the custom mix of neon moon. And then I tried to point it out on the pattern that if you want to do like the little peekaboo rhinestones in the top, you need to pull some 16s. You need to pull some 16s out of the custom mix before you do all of this. So normally we're going to start at the top of the tumbler and work down. So as you do this, start to pull some 16s out of your custom mix. Like that's how you're going to make that happen. For the decal, you're going to fill in the black parts with the black diamond custom mix, just in a scatter fill. And the white part of the ghost, you're going to use the multi-pack to fill that in. And I'll show you guys the one that I finished, so that you can kind of see how I did that and how it should look. You can fill it in whatever way you want. You could use different colors if you wanted. You don't have to fill in, you don't have to rhinestone over the decal if you don't want to. But I'll show you how I did mine and kind of like what the vision was for this project. So there's that. So everything that was in the Bling box was the 14-ounce tumbler. You got the decal, which this will also be available as an SVG. If you have a Cricut or a Cameo, you can cut another one out for yourself. You got the multi-pack of neon white, custom mix of neon moon, a custom mix of black diamond, and SS16 in neon white. So if you didn't get the Bling box and you wanted to create this project yourself, you can get everything that you need on our website to do that. I do need to add, like I said, the pattern still to the website and the SVG. So those will be active tomorrow. So there's that. All right, and then for our Mix of the Month pack, this one has so with the Mix of the Month, you got 2 packs of mix, which I just created this one If you are one of my Swiftie girls, hopefully you love this. We made a custom mix because our favorite pop singer, Taylor Swift, is putting out her new 12th album, A Life of a Showgirl. So we had to create a custom mix that went along with that, and we called it Showgirl. So it goes along with her same themes, and it goes along with our Halloween theme, which was like an extra bonus. So this is like an orange mix. It's got different color oranges. Our custom mixes can include anything from any sizes from SS4 up to SS30. It kind of just varies every month on the sizes and the colors that we put in there. So there's 2 packs of that. Then there is another orangey color, which is SS16 in apricot, and a multi-pack of crystal. And our multi-packs have SS4 up to SS16, and there is 6 different sizes. There's a little bit more than 10 gross in the multi-packs. And let me point this out too. So a couple people have asked this. What is the difference between a multi-pack and a custom mix, right? If you are looking for multiple different sizes to like fill in around something, or you want to create like your own scatter, but you don't want to buy a 10 gross pack of each of these sizes, like this is the way to go. This is budget friendly. All of these on our website, I think the max price on any of our multi-packs is like $8. There's just over 10 gross in here. There's probably 2 to 2.5 gross of each size. These only weigh about 18 to 20 grams, depending upon the color, because all the colors like weigh a different amount. They don't weigh the same exact. A custom mix, you are going to get 42 grams of total rhinestones, which is like twice the amount of this. Now, most times the custom mixes are going to have larger sizes, like SS20s, sometimes SS30s, and it's not necessarily going to have a ton of the small rhinestones. So if you want more to cover more surface area, the custom mix is the way to go. Yes, it is a couple dollars more, but you're getting way more rhinestones. You can cover way more surface area. But if you're looking for something that you need to fill in tiny spots, you want to create your own mix and you don't want to buy all 6 sizes, then the multi-packs are the way to go. But that is like the main difference between them. The custom mixes are a couple dollars more, but you're getting twice, like you can cover twice the surface area with a custom mix than you can with the multi-size pack. So hopefully, does that make sense? Okay, so the mix packs included 2 packs of the new mix Showgirl, a pack of SS16 in apricot, and a multi-pack in crystal. And the small project that is in here, I kind of was like trying to keep it along with the because last month we had like our back to school theme. So there is this is a post-it note holder. Hopefully that is evident. You put, let me remember how to take this off. I believe that it just pops. Yeah, you just pop the top off. And then you put, I don't know if I have some Post-its in here. My Post-it packs are too small for this. But you would put like the larger size Post-it packs in here. You need the ones that are like accordion so that it will go back and forth. But then you put your Post-its, like the accordion style, in here, and then you just pull them out. So that is how that works. So you can rhinestone the top of this, you can rhinestone the sides of it. You could put your name on here and rhinestone it if you want. You could put a decal on here. If you are an epoxy person, you can epoxy this. There's a ton of different stuff that you can do with it. You don't have to rhinestone it with the colors that came in the mix pack. You could do it with the colors from the Bling Box. You don't even have to rhinestone it at all if you don't want, but you can do whatever you want with it. So that is all the fun stuff from the mix pack. And if you commented on the post in the Facebook group about the fried foods, this is what someone is going to win: the Post-it note pack and the 4 packs of rhinestones. These are, what is the price of these? These are valued, the mix packs sell for $40 plus $8 shipping. So you're winning like a $50 like mix of the month pack, is just for commenting on the post. If you're not in the Facebook group and you want to enter to win one of our future mix packs, make sure you go join the Facebook group, which is Bling Your Things Rhinestones. Don't forget to answer and agree to the questions when you are joining. And it's simple questions like, do you agree to the group rules? Are you going to be nice in the group? Like, just simple questions. But if you don't answer the questions, your request will be declined. So there's that. And I think someone said, did you do that project too? No, I did not have time to rhinestone this yet. Hopefully I do, like, over the next week or so. I have a bigger project for someone that I'm doing, and I can show you guys that. You just have to promise to not tell anyone yet, because it's still kind of a secret. Let me grab a drink of water. And there we go. You can see me again. All right. I always feel weird sometimes when I'm like talking, and I'm like talking like to the box, and like not like, I don't feel like I'm talking to you guys unless like I'm like in the video. Okay, so this is what this month's Bling Box project will look like. Like, this is the example. So just remember, when you're doing the SS16 part and you want to create these little peekaboo colors, be sure to pull out some SS16s out of the custom mix. And these are just random. You don't have to follow. You don't have to follow exactly how it's done on the printed pattern. You can put these wherever you want. This was kind of just like, this is pretty close to mine. They're not exact, but I just wanted to show you like about how many you should be putting for like the fill. And as you get closer to the top, you're going to put less. And as you get closer to the scatter fill, you're going to start to put more so that it looks blended. You don't want to end up where you have like a harsh, like if you just go and you start the mix like right here, if you do the mix up to here and then you do the white, you're going to end up with this harsh line and it's not going to look blended. So if you start adding more as you get closer to the bottom, like how do you want to say it, like the ratio of white stones to neon stones, if you start adding more neon stones as you like add each row, it's going to create your blend and make it look like it's more gradient filling, right? And then over the decal, when you put this on, after you get it, you can either do it before or after you put it on. You want to sand this slightly. All of the decals are printed. It's not just like vinyl cut out of like on a Cameo. It's not just regular vinyl. This is printed vinyl. So when you sand it, don't sand too hard or you will like start to take off the color. Just sand it lightly so that your glue has something to start to attach to. If it's straight glossy, you can create a scenario where your glue could peel from the decal and you don't want that. And so then all I did was use the custom mix in there of the black diamond and fill in around each of the colors. Then I took some of the SS6s, SS8s, and SS10s out of that mix, and I did my outline and then the eyes, and then the same thing for over here. And then I used the mix pack to fill in on the ghost. And hopefully you can see this. I kind of did like a contour where I followed around the outline of the ghost, but then I really just did straight lines. You see how like these lines are kind of straight. All of my whites, all of the neon whites are literally in a straight line, just in varying sizes. As I got towards the bottom, I started using some of the larger rhinestones. So up at the top, I was using like the 6s and 8s, and as I got towards the middle, I'd use more of the 10s, 12s, and then the 16s towards the bottom. And that's going to help with like that contour and make it look again more gradient filled and more blended and make your ghost kind of like pop out more when you see it. So yeah, you can add more of the pops up here if you want. I do recommend trying to follow. You should follow to make sure that you have enough for the fill. Follow this, even if your ghost doesn't line up exactly, follow the number of SS16s, the number of rows, before you start your fill with your custom mix, if that makes sense, hopefully. So, hi, Jamie, how are you? And I missed somebody else too. Hi, Miss Lynette, how are you? So, Julia, I don't want to turn out the light, but let's see. Is this the right one? So these are blacklight reactive. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it like on the video, but the neon stones do have that like glow from the blacklight. So there's that, like they're not like glow in the dark, but under the blacklight they do have the fluorescence. So I don't know if you can see that on the video, but this is like, I have a blacklight flashlight, so that's why it like looks like that. So yeah, that's why they're called neon stones too. All right, what else? What else? Any questions? Any questions about any of that? Doing the fill. Oh, and I did want to show you about this, right? So you're not going to need, like normally when you apply like a decal, you would have like a transfer sheet, like with transfer tape. You don't need that with this decal, right? So these are printed. All you're going to do is like peel the decal. You can peel, if I can get my fingernail underneath it. Peel the outside off. And if you want, I would kind of like maybe mark with a pencil where you want your decal to kind of like place. Do I have a pencil? If you have one of these like architect rulers where it's like the triangular one, you know, these lay flat. These lay flat on the tumbler. And it helps you to make like straight lines on circular objects. So you could use this and you could give yourself a straight line, right? And then you can use that for something to go, to make sure that you get your decal lined up straight. Where did I draw it? So it's right there. You can, I normally put like something, can you see? Here we go. I normally put something like back here so that it doesn't roll. Or if you have like one of those cup cradles, like those work too. All right, so I took the outside of the decal off, and then I'm just gonna peel up a little part of this back and then fold it flat. If you want, you can cut that piece off too. And where I drew my line, you see how on the B, that's a straight line. I'm going to use that to line up the B. And of course, I didn't get it. There we go. And then start to pull out the backing, and then just use your finger or a squeegee. Oops. And start to push it down to try to prevent any air bubbles as you're placing it. There we go. And then just take your sandpaper. I think this is like 100 or 120 grit. And then just lightly sand this. Don't go like super hard. Just like lightly sand the top. If you press too hard, you're going to start to like scratch the black off. You just want to get enough so that you're giving your glue like a root system to attach to. And then I would clean that off with rubbing alcohol and sand your tumbler before you rhinestone. And then, how did I do this? I think normally I will rhinestone my decals first, and then I will place the other fill like as much as I can up to it, and then use the smaller rhinestones to like backfill, or use like the smaller ones as filler rhinestones. So do the decal, fill all of that in, do the SS16 neon white fill, start from top to bottom, and then start your blend in there, and then just do your scatter fill however you like to do your scatter. And that's what she'll look like. She'll look pretty sweet when you're done. Yeah, there's a lot of, you can use the multi-pack of the neon whites for like your fill in around the decal. You'll have plenty to do the decal plus the fill in and all of that. But don't do the fill in until the very end. Like get all of your SS16s done and then go back and fill in any gaps with the stones that you have left from the multi-pack. So hopefully that makes sense. Any questions? Any questions about that? Like I said, if I get this project, I'm going to show you guys. If I get this one done, then I'll try to do more of a tutorial on this, as well as the Post-it note holder, rhinestoning that as well. But you guys are free to use your creativity on if you want to change this up a little bit, like if you wanted to do like the colors a little bit different. Maybe if you got the combo box and you wanted to do the showgirl mix on the bottom of this, you could do that too, because it's orange. It's like Halloween themed. That will be fun. So yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, so next month's box, let's see. What do we have left? So I'll do the giveaway for those who answered the question in the Facebook group for this month's mix pack. But if you wanted anything that was in the Bling Box or the mix of the month, everything is available on our website. The only thing that isn't yet is this month's pattern and the decal. I'll put those on there tomorrow, but the mixes are already on there. All of the rhinestones are on there, all of that stuff. Our next month's box will be a normal box, and the November box is our big box that we are collabing with seven or eight different brands. So that one is going to be larger than the normal boxes that we have, and believe me, it is a box that you are not going to want to miss. If you are a current subscriber, I'm going to be notifying you guys first, so that you're able to get the special pricing. If you don't want to get that box and you're a current subscriber, you are not required to. You can put your subscription on pause for that month. And I will figure that out and answer all of your guys' questions as we get closer to that. So let me show you the project that I am working on for someone, but this is, it's still super secret. So these aren't done yet either. So I have a whole bunch of these to make in a very short time frame, and I have to get them all done and shipped by Friday. So, and I just got them on Saturday, and there's a whole bunch of them. So these are, I'm not even sure. They're called Holly Roots hair oil. So I'm guessing these are being done for either an event that they are having, or they are going to give them to influencers. So I'm rhinestoning the entire bottle with a brownish, like a light brownish color. And then their little dropper lids are getting like a metallic gold color put on them. So I have all of them done for the dropper and the tops. And now I have to do the sides and the back. We're leaving the front label open. And then I have to do the bottom part of them. So I have more of these to finish than I can count on my hands and toes. So once I get them done, I will be working on more tutorials with you guys. And I am recording that one to do so I can show you guys kind of like how I'm doing it. That's the other thing that I've been working on, is more tutorials for you guys, and putting those on YouTube. So I'm going back and editing them and all of that fun stuff. But yeah, fun projects. So outside of tumblers and the bling boxes and all of that fun stuff, I've been doing a lot of I guess like PR related projects, rhinestoning for people. I've done stuff for dazzling. I did some CeraVe stuff for a client. I did some in common, what was it? It was oh, I can't remember. It's like dry shampoo sprays. I did this one. Have you guys heard of this brand? Lucetta. It's like biotin and collagen stuff. So I did this one all in light violet. I did this for a client. Yeah, I've been doing like a lot of like beauty products lately. It's like weird. I would say weird. It's been fun. It's been interesting. But yeah. All right. Enough of all of that stuff. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and post them now. I will try to answer them before I hop off for the evening. I am going to be doing, like I said, more tutorials. I'm going to be consistent again on doing more tutorials and getting on lives again. My son was like moving to college. We got him moved last weekend. No, it's been about like 10 days ish. So we got him moved in, all that stuff. My life is starting to settle back down again. So I'm starting to get back into the groove of like all of that stuff. So I will be doing weekly lives again as we get through like the rest of the stuff. So let's see. These were, and if you entered the question in the Facebook group, there wasn't a lot of comments this week. So if you commented, you have a very good chance of winning the mix pack. You do have to be present on the live to win. So let's see. And in order to claim it, you do need to live in the US. The way you will claim it is you will go to our website and you will order one of our free patterns. You don't have to enter your credit card information. You don't have to all you have to do is order a free pattern. That will give me your contact information. It will give me your address so that I can ship the mix pack out to you. I don't ask you to cover shipping. Nothing. It's literally, you win it, it's free, I ship it out to you. You just have to make sure that you do that free pattern order within 7 days to claim the mix pack. And please, please, please put in the comments in the notes to check out that you were today's mix pack winner so that I don't forget to include your mix pack in your package. I did that last month. So partly my fault. So all right, let's see who our winner is. Oops, I dropped one. I use sticky notes, so sometimes they like stick to my fingers. Let's see. We have Miss Teresa L. And I seen her earlier. Let's see, Teresa, you have about, let's give her 1 minute. You have 1 minute to comment that you are still here, and you will be tonight's winner of the Mix of the Month pack. I did see her in the beginning. So, Teresa, are you still here? Teresa L. And I think somebody had a question. Can you purchase just the stones for the cup? Yes, yes. Everything that is in this month's mix of everything that's in the Bling Box or the Mix of the Month pack is available on the website. The only thing that isn't available yet is the printable pattern and the SVG, and those will be added tomorrow. So yes, go over to our website, which is blingyourthings.com, and you can find all of the items that were in this month's Bling Box. A lot of them are in the what's new section too. So I think that's her. Happy Girl 9088 is Miss Teresa L. So congrats. Yes, and that is the first time that the first name that we picked, you were here. So the last couple of weeks, I've had to draw 2 or 3 different names because the person was not here. So congrats to Miss Teresa. You are local too. So yeah, just let me know when you want to stop over and I will give you over your mix of the month pack, and which is awesome too, because I don't think you've had a lot going on, so you haven't gotten a box in a couple months. So now you can have another project to do. So congrats, very awesome. All right. So congrats to Miss Teresa. And yeah, any questions before we go? Oh, I didn't tell you guys about the other giveaway that we're gonna do. So, like I said, I've been working on so much stuff, like I don't know how to get it out all the time. Uh, I have some other like really awesome giveaways that we're going to be doing. Um, I have, I'm not gonna tell you how many, but I have more than one, more than a couple silhouette cameos that I'm going to be giving away too. So those giveaways will be coming. There'll be mix of the month pack giveaways every month, like we're still doing. I will have silhouette cameo giveaways. Then the big collab box that we are doing, I will have. I'm not sure if I'm going to do 2 for that, but there will be at least one of those boxes that will be a giveaway that we will have a contest for. That one will be over on Instagram, hint hint. So make sure you're following us on Instagram, Bling Your Things Rhinestones. That one will be posted over there. Yeah, there'll be lots of giveaways coming for the holidays and all of that good stuff. Because you guys know I like to give away stuff. So, all right. Any other questions before we go? If not, thank you guys so much for joining me. If you want any of the stuff that was in this month's Bling Box, you can find it on our website, blingyourthings.com. Thank you guys so much for being monthly subscribers. I would say probably 75 to 80% of our subscribers do get the combo box, and I love seeing all of the projects that you guys make every month. You guys don't have to create it the way that, you know, it's kind of like presented. You are free to change it up and do it however you want and use your own creativity. But I love seeing the different variations that you guys do, and when you guys create the same thing that you know, kind of like I put together for you. I love it. I think it helps build our community, everybody comparing their projects and working on them together. But yes, that is what we are going to be working on, is doing more things together and more of the lives and all of that stuff, getting back to all of that. So awesome sauce. Thanks again for joining me. I will see you all at least by next week. If I don't do another live on Tuesday, I will do one on Thursday of next week. So keep an eye on the Facebook group, or really on any of our socials. I'll post it when I'll be doing the lives. But yeah, thank you guys. Congrats again to Miss Teresa, and I will see you all later. Bye.